Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. I am in a mood, feeling delicious because I'm just in a really nice environment. I'm in my house, I'm in my lounge, and I'm here talking to you. So I'm very in a good mood, in a good mood. Yeah, I'm in a really good mood. I hope you're in a good mood too. And if you're not in a good mood, I hope you catch some of it. I'm blowing it onto you. But today, Walnut, I want to talk to you a little bit about trust. And I know we've had many multiple discussions on trust, but I wanted to share my walnutting this week where I felt probably the most scarce-sighted I've ever felt in a wee while, and had to really challenge myself, trust my butt, trust my sacral, and just how I'm feeling now is the evidence of the outcome is the outcome of what I have done. So, Walnut, as you know, I led a workshop in the middle of 2021 called Snack Hacks, and that was a vibe. That Snack Hacks was so much fun. It was like deliciously curated. I did lots of tech things that we all know that tech's not my forte. So I did have lots of helpers, but like I did lots of like the website things and things like that, where and workbooks and creating graphics and putting it in all the places, and special thanks to my sister Bronte and Kate, who helped me make it into what it is now, which is you can still buy Snack Hacks as a online platform thing and work through the modules. But that was so fun. That was a really fun workshop, not only to host, but to create and just completely alchemized. I literally organized and arranged it in one day, had it, and then did all the back end stuff. So I felt like at the end of 2021, I wanted to do another one. And so I rustled something up, and it was called Creation Station. And if you've been in the Walnut Train or the things, you'll totally know the story. But what I have done recently this week, and by the time you hear it, a little more time will have passed, but I wasn't vibing with Celebration Station. I'd created it, and I was excited when I first created it. I liked the idea of it. I liked what I was going to talk about and host and all the things. I even did like a early bird special when I was in creation mode for the Walnuts who wanted to just buy it and not know what it was. And that was so fun. So the vibes were high. Everything was fun. It was on the back end of the book. Just having a good delish time. And then coming up to like 3 days before the event of the thing, I was like, no, I'm not feeling it. I wasn't getting any like butt downloads of how it should run. It didn't feel seamless. Not that everything needs to be easy and seamless, but I was like, example, Walnut, the thought that I had in my head was, and if I just go through with it, in hindsight, I'll look back and I can just say that was an example and a vibe of where I didn't trust my sacral. And I was already thinking that before I had even done it. And I'm like, no, that's not fair to me doing something like that. That's not fair to the Walnuts who have bought it. And it's just not my truth. It's a cop-out. That was like a cop-out, justificational like excuse. And so one thing that just scared the butt out of me was to cancel it, because people had already paid, people had already joined to attend this. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna let the Walnuts down. I'm gonna let myself down. How am I gonna come back from this? But so this vibe was building and building, and even stuff Walnut, like links weren't working in the email. Some people couldn't get into the group even when I sent the link. So there were things where I was just like, okay, it's not just me. I'm getting that confirmation from like the techno universe that Celebration Station is not a thing. Anyway, so the vibe is there, and I'm like, fuck it. I got this like sacral, like boom, and I was like, fuck. I couldn't sleep one night, and I was thinking about Celebration Station, and I was like, cancel it. I was like, cancel it. So I did. I did a post in the Walnut Tree, and I said, I'm canning it. I'm canning it, but something else is coming. And then that night after I was like, you have to do the post so it just feels like we can't come back from it. So I did that. And that night I started on a new graphic, and then my butt started burning a bit more, and I was like, bitch, the vibe is back. Oh my God. And then so I just started like procrastination, playing with graphics and doing things, because that's what I do. That's what I call my active procrastination, where it's like procrastinating doing the thing, but you're actually doing something productive towards the thing at the same time. So tattooing around with a graphic, and I ended up creating something that I just loved. And now everything is just falling into place. I'm getting like the little ideas that I can write down for like notes for the workshop and stuff like that. And it's also a completely different like thing to snack hacks. I needed to also stop comparing it to snack hacks at the same time, because it's completely different, and I'm going to do it differently too. It's not going to be like tiered and all structured. It's actually just going to be like quite a cruisy little one, and it's called Elevate to Celebrate. And I love the graphic. It literally lights my butthole on fire, and as you can tell, Walnut, my voice is just so excited about it. And basically the moral of my walnutting that I wanted to share with you was, I was just holding on for dear life to this idea because of shoulds, because of what if, because of fear, because I felt obliged to. And I was holding on to it so tightly that I was literally making excuses like, in hindsight, this is going to be an example that I can use basically as a cop out, and show how I didn't trust my sacral. No. So I was clinging on to this. And the moment that I let it go and that I said, fuck it all, I'm canceling it, it just gave space for new stuff to come in, and for new ideas to come in, and for new fresh feelings to come in as well. Because like I said, when I created Creation Stage, I was really excited, but somewhere along the line with, normal 9 to 5 work and all the things, I lost my sparkle for it, and it wasn't exciting me anymore. And that happens, right? That's the fun of it. It's just being able to listen to that feeling up your butthole as to if you need to make space for something else. And I'm so happy I did. And I did this Walnut for my book as well. I think I've spoken to you about this before, but I actually canned my whole book idea and started a fresh one, recycling some of the stuff, of course, but it just, sometimes we do hold on to things for that little bit too long, and they grow stale, and they just take up space, and we don't notice that it's like a little bit of like an energy sucker. But yeah, it does. So my little message, Walnut, I suppose, is just to like check your like energy spaces, and are you holding on to a thing that's like taking up the space and sucking you dry a little bit? What excites you? Are there things in your life that excite you? And if not, what are the things that are not? And where can we release them so that more excitable things can come into your life? I guess that's my picture. So by the time you hear this, Walnut, I will have hosted Elevate to Celebrate, and you'll be able to buy Elevate to Celebrate, and have the replays and have the workbook and to work on. And it's all about celebration, and it's all about, I want this to be a short, sharp reminder that celebration gets to be easy, gets to be fun, But I'm also like lifting up the rug and like pulling out some little underneath layers as well. So it's a bit airy fairy and bubbly lazy, but we also just gonna like lift the cup up and have a look at the shit inside first as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. And if you were there, if you've participated and enjoyed it, share this episode, let me know. And if you want to buy it, you're so welcome, and the link is in the show notes to buy it if you want it to catch the replay. But thank you for being here, Walnut, and I hope you caught some of my, I'm like flicking the screen, excitable vibes today, especially if you needed it, especially if you're feeling like a butthole. But if you're not, I hope you're feeling delicious, because you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are delicious, and you are a wonderful walnut. And I thank you for your time and for being here and for being on this journey with me. So have a happy, happy, happy Walnut Wednesday, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.